AI Today in 5 for Friday, November 21, 2025. In this podcast, we're going to look at 5 short stories curated by me, Tom Fox, about AI, compliance, risk management, and the greater business world. We'll give you a short 5-minute daily set of stories that you can use to think about how you can use AI in your compliance program going forward. This is one of the most interesting innovations that I have come across in all of my time in compliance. I've written a book, Upping Your Game, about the use of AI and how it will transform compliance, literally starting now and certainly by 2030. The Who Audits OpenAI edition. We begin with that story from the Financial Times, and it turns out that it's Deloitte. AI's auditor has been in question, to say sometimes, but it's committed to spending $1.4 trillion on data centers. So perhaps an audit partner would be a good thing for the company to engage in. It has an extraordinarily complicated mesh of financial agreements, and it's something that's going to be difficult for a good auditor to unwind. Next up from CSUN, PR Newswire, my good friends over at Silver Regulatory Associates have announced a partnership with Hadrius to elevate AI-driven compliance for risk managers. Silver Regulatory Associates seasoned compliance professionals are going to work with the Hadrius platform going forward. So I'm excited to see what the Silver folks have in mind and can come up with. So congratulations. Next up, fintech leaders call for a united front against AI-driven cybercrime. The financial industry must work closely to combat the rise of AI-enabled cybercrime to protect consumers and the integrity of the financial system. In a panel at the Singapore FinTech Festival, this was discussed, and that criminals are now employing the same AI tools as the industry, making it difficult for financial institutions to keep up with the fast-changing and ever-changing landscape. From NBC News, it reports that the Trump administration wants to do away with all state regulation of AI, and indeed, they are drafting legislation, or not legislation because they don't believe in the legislative process, but actually an executive order which would try to block states from enacting their own laws regulating AI. Now, any person who's ever read the Constitution knows this is illegal, but of course the Trump administration doesn't worry itself with legality. So it's going to be interesting to see about this salvo in the long simmering battle over AI policy, particularly since the Trump administration will not do anything. And finally, Versant's AI launches compliance-grade AI for public companies. I hope you will have a very good weekend. AI Today in 5 will be off the week of Thanksgiving, so the next time we visit with you will be on Monday, December 1st. I hope you have a happy, safe, and joyous Thanksgiving. Over the past summer, I looked at all 4 of the Sherlock Holmes novels, A Study in Scarlet, The Sign of 4, The Hound of the Baskervilles, and The Valley of Fear, and mined them all for compliance lessons learned. Check it out. It's an award-winning podcast, and I know you'll get a lot out of these stories. If you're interested in how AI impacts your compliance program directly, check out the 10-part podcast series I did with Nick Gallo called Upping Your Game, where we looked at the most important components of a best practices compliance program through the lens of AI, machine learning, and advanced data analytics. It's a fascinating exploration of AI today for your compliance program. Upping Your Game, available where all great podcasts are listened to.